my YouTube channel Electrical Engineering. I hope all of you are having good time with your family and friends. In today's lecture, I am going to show you how to plot the Simulink data in any other plotting software. We all know that the Simulink data can be viewed in the scope which is embedded in the Simulink. As in this simulation diagram, you can see I have plotted the rotor speed, reference speed of induction motor along with the load torque which is applied to the motor and the rotor torque which is generated by the motor. So in this scope, I can see all of these results which are available here. But suppose if I want to export this data to any other plotting software so that I can do the settings which are not available in the original Simulink diagram. For example, these are the axes, the tick labels are different. I want to adjust these tick labels according to my own choice. Similarly, X label, Y labels, range. So all of these settings is cannot be done in the Simulink scope. So if you want to export this data to any other plotting software, first of all, you have to connect the workspaces over here. So these are all workspaces and these workspaces are available in the Simulink library. So here you will go to sinks and this is the workspace. So when I drag it to the Simulink model, like it will be shown and I have already put the workspace over here. So you have to double click this workspace. You have to specify the variable name and from this setting you have to select array. So after doing these settings and connecting similar three other workspaces with the same settings but with different variable names, you have to run this Simulink file from here. And then you will see that in the Matlab workspace, all of these variables are available. And in addition, you have to also provide a clock source over here and another workspace which is specified by the variable name t. Again, the same settings are here, and this t is also will also be shown in this MATLAB workspace. So after having run this simulation, you have to run this code. Okay, this is a MATLAB script, and the problem is this MATLAB in the MATLAB workspace, these variables are very huge. So you can see the number of elements in each array is very large. Okay, so it may be impossible for the plotting software to process such huge amount of data. So you have to scale down this data first of all, and for this purpose you have to write these commands. And I am selecting my samples after 1000 values. So it will generate a new array which is renamed as T1, and first element is 1 and the second element will be 1001. So in this way my variable size will be reduced 1000 times. So all of these variables are renamed and I have put one over here, and I can also plot this data first in the MATLAB. Okay, so we can run this code and let's see what result we get. So we will click on add to path. So I get the same result and there is no sufficient distortion in the plot. So this result looks okay. So now I will uncomment this last command and I will again run this file. Okay, so this is the plot which I have obtained, and what this command has done, this actually has produced an Excel file, and in that Excel file these variables are written as the column values. Okay, so now I will have to go to the path of this Excel file. You can double click it from here and open outside MATLAB. Okay, so these are all the data values which are available here, and we can check how many values are there in each variable. So now the values are 1716. So this length of data is acceptable for us, and plotting software can easily process this data. So I will click on Control C to copy this data. Then I will go to origin. This is the software which I am using for plotting my data. So I will click over here and I will press Control V. So all of this data is plotted over here. So again, the same way as I have plotted my data in Simulink or in Matlab, I can plot my data from this origin software in the same way. So there should be two plots. So first I will click on it, and I want speed data first of all. So I will press Control and I will select these two more columns. Now I will click on this line and you can see I have obtained this result. So now I can easily change the scale. I can do all the settings. I can change the font size, font style. I can put my own X and Y labels. I can also put the legends. So my scale is starting from 0 and it is ending at 1.5. I can choose the increment of 0 0.3. Similarly, I can adjust the Y labels as well, and I can also select the legend as well. So this is an reference, and this should be the subscript. So I will make it a subscript. So second plot is red plot is the router speed. So let's again click on the subscript, and now I can also change the font style of each text. So this can also become Times New Roman. Similarly, these can also be changed. And this in this way, I can export my Simulink data to any other plotting software. Similarly, if you want to plot this data, so click on this column, then press Control and click on this column and this column. So now again, I will click on this line, and you can see I have this data for the torque. So black curve is the load torque which is applied, and red oscillated torque is the rotor mechanical torque. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you want to learn knowledge and if you want to watch more similar videos, please stay tuned with my YouTube channel. Until the next video, it's goodbye from me.